All right. Virgins, heathens, darlings, and dickheads, welcome back. This is episode 41 of the GPP, the Jim Papi podcast. I'm your host, Cortez, a.k.a. Jim Papi, a.k.a. Cool Pants Papi, a.k.a. International Papito. And we are back with the gang, you feel me? I am here with Yoko Milan, a.k.a. Milan Mommy, a.k.a. Mommy Milan if you nasty, you feel me? Come on, you gotta...
Oh, you turned me down?
Of course.
No,
okay. I turned my headphones down.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he got it now. He with the shits.
You back up?
No, I'm just keep it down. It's cool.
Hey guys, if you've ever listened to this podcast before, you already know we got world class DJ Marauder on the boards. What's going on, guys? What's cracking?
Life.
Wow, that was great. I really thought she was about to get something amazing.
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. Some good things.
Some good
things are happening.
Oh, you waiting for the full fruition first? Got it. No, I ain't mad at that. But I'm glad something's on the way. You feel me?
Yes.
Marauder, what's going on, man? You guys, you in the club was back outside yesterday, throwing a little nice.
It was fun to be outside.
It was interesting.
Intimate little something.
It still wasn't the same because we can't like really.
Yeah,
we can't
like
DJ and we can't really like get in our bag and make people dance for real. But it was cool just seeing people. But I mean, it was like tables only and shit. So.
Got it.
Yeah, I thought y'all was going like.
So we didn't really know how it was.
You thought they was gonna do what?
Yeah,
false advertising.
But, yeah, that's nuts. But yeah, they kind of like we didn't really know how it was gonna go.
Got it.
And what made it worse is they've had the DJ booth. You know how they had it at the front of the stage? Mm-hmm. It's been sitting there with a sheet on it since last year.
I mean,
it was still sitting there, and I was like, bro, they haven't moved it. Malcolm was like, no.
For what?
I mean, it was just like
we just knew y'all was gonna be back, so move.
It was just triggering. I was like, wow, it's still sitting there.
It's been that long.
Yeah.
Even the sheet had dust on it.
And I think we might have been the last party before quarantine. So like, the last party was our party, and it's just a black sheet over the fucking joint. We just like,
like a funeral.
Yeah, and then like it's just Malcolm's laptop with a fucking aux cord and playing our mixes, and we're like,
that's how it was. Like y'all didn't really like spin. Got it.
Nah, because the only way we could have spun is spin from downstairs in the studio. You know how they got the studio when you first walk in the hotel? We could have spun from the studio and then it would have been playing upstairs. But then like,
what's the point?
Now we're looking at the fucking street and everybody's upstairs. So we were just like, you might as well just play mixes.
Right, exactly. Because you can't read the crowd.
Yeah.
Well.
Wait, so what does having a DJ have to do with quarantine?
Well, pre-quarantine, of course, they claimed that we weren't that important and shit and that whatever. But now that, I mean, I guess a DJ being there, like, it's a different energy. Like, you know, like if someone's actually spinning and you're
people want to
you're able to look at them. Yeah, you're able to look at them and say, oh, he's in his bag. Right. As opposed to us playing a mix where I could have been in my bag in the mix, but it's just a mix. It's not the same feeling.
Yeah, when you up there giving the energy, it makes people want to get up.
And then and of course they outlawed it because they know that they're like, oh yeah, DJs bring people. But then pre-quarantine, they were trying to undercut us price wise and shit. And it's like, so are we important or are we not important?
Depends. Depends on what we need for. What you need you for.
I mean, for sure, but I'm saying like there's something that should be thought about. Is like, there is a level of importance to someone doing that live in front of you, absolutely. Whether it's listening to. Like, you're not going to go to a concert and they just put on a fucking CD or, like, put on the person's album. You want to hear the person do it live because it's a different emotion. It's a different feeling and all that shit. Actually seeing it done live, it's a different experience.
So y'all did, like, a DJ version of a listening party.
Essentially. And, of course, it sucked for us because we were like, that. Like, Kels pulled up. Like, it was me, Bacon, Malcolm, and Kels all there. We were just like, damn. Really wish we could spin right now, but
y'all brought the whole crew out. You feel me?
Yeah, it sucked. But
just a heads up, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. My drink right here. Your feet look great, but please don't dip it in my drink.
It's too far. It's a little too far away.
You want me to stick my foot in it?
No, I don't want you to stick your foot in it.
That's actually crazy. But
wild.
But you
I don't.
Put your foot in it. It always makes it better.
No, it doesn't.
That's why the is it called euphemisms, right?
I guess so.
I like how you was
I mean, she's too far away.
Even still.
No, I was I was trying to figure out how far away you'd have to, like, how wildly of a maneuver you'd have to. That'd be crazy. that'd be wild as shit. You'd have to just be like, bloop, bloop.
Anywho's, Tiff, I'm glad that you have your good news coming. Hopefully we get that soon. Marauder, I'm glad you got to get back outside. You feel me?
I have some good news coming too. I'll tell y'all off air, but
got you. Oh, everybody's just hiding the good news. Well, let me hide my good news too.
I'm not gonna say. I can't really say it on air because it'd be like, you know.
This week was cool, man. I did a lot of
Shivering.
A
little shit. It's cold.
It was cold.
The weather
it was cold
bipolar
as
as fuck.
Yeah,
it was like 40 degrees.
Yeah. I went outside confused.
I did a lot of master planning, so I'm gonna try to. I got a lot of master planning going on this week. I did a lot of reflecting on my time in California, which is how we're gonna get into our podcast today. It's not fuck LA, but
fuck LA.
Like the people, wonderful people, but like the whole. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool on it. But
we about to start back up the East Coast, West Coast beat.
We are not.
Let's find a West Coast podcast.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm cool with too many West Coast names. I can't fuck with that.
We're not gonna do that. But
just start going in on them.
Yeah, man. I had a decent time out there because of my friends, but like my friends are from the East Coast, so like I was out in LA, and LA was dedicated to disappointment. And it might not be them. For what it's worth, it could have been me. It could have been the vibe that I brought to LA. But it seemed like every time I tried to have a blast while I was out there, niggas was just like, yeah, nah.
Really?
Little things. I tried to brunch. We don't do bottomless. All right, whatever.
Whoa. Is it even a brunch?
Well, some of that is laws though.
What's the point of having a brunch if I can't have bottomless mimosas?
Well, in VA, so like one of my favorite brunch spots is in VA out here. They actually can't do bottomless, but what they'll do is they'll sell you a bottle. No, they'll sell you a bottle of champagne.
So check it.
And then they'll give you a pitcher of orange juice, and they're like, well, whatever you do
have
with
it. Up.
Like it's like on some like I can't sell you bottomless mimosas, but I can sell you a big ass bottle of champagne and a big ass pitcher of orange juice. And if you happen to mix them,
have a blast.
You know what I'm saying?
There was a place that was doing that in LA. We went and sat down. It was like a little outdoor joint, and,
I don't mind that. That's cool.
Bottomless mimosas, and they was like, we can sell you a bottle of champagne and we can get you some orange juice, but we can't do bottomless, but you can have it up, right? And in my head I'm like, okay, I can work with that. So what you got? It was like, yeah, we got a nice bottle of prosecco. We'll get you that. $60. We'll get you 2 glasses and some orange juice. I'm sorry,
$60 is crazy.
$60 for prosecco.
Prosecco. Dedicated to disappointment. Y'all really reeled me in with the okay, we can meet you halfway.
Cool, $20.
But also, 64 prosecco. I'm going to take my black ass somewhere else. But thank you.
I could bring my own prosecco.
So many times I was like, I could just go to the liquor store, brown bag this joint, have a wonderful little breakfast.
Exactly.
Just throw that in my orange juice.
Fuck up.
But yeah, man, it was like that. Like everywhere I went to one. I was trying to get some jewelry for my face done. Got out there, I was like, yo, I'm trying to change my septum and my nose piercing. Like, I understand it's COVID if you can't, like, put it in, but if I could buy it from you. He was like, nah. Oh, that's not a thing. Like, we can do changes and we can do piercings and whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. That's what's up. No, he said, we can do piercings. He was like, we can do piercings. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. Well, I just want to change what I have, like, here. He was like, oh, we could sell it to you, but we can't put it in.
So that's what I said.
And I was like, hold on. No, I don't want a new one. I just want to change it. He was like, yeah, that's going to be too hard, but we could sell it to you. Hold on, so y'all do piercings here.
It's hard.
But you can't change.
That just means that shop is stupid. That's not.
but all I'm saying is, everywhere I went, dedicated to disappointment.
And you also gotta realize that, like, and like what I tell people all the time, because I actually don't like LA either for my own reasons. Mm-hmm. I don't dislike LA. I don't like being in LA for a long time.
Watch your toes, Slim.
I don't like being in LA for a long time, but it's for different reasons. But I do I understand like when you in like West Hollywood and downtown and like certain areas, even like North Inglewood and shit like that, like that's like where all the tourists are and shit, and like Malibu and all that. It's a different culture than if you're in Crenshaw, South Central, like deep in Inglewood, Compton, all that shit is different. And I had to experience that. Like hanging with some of the niggas that I hang with out there, they'll take me other places. I'm like, bruh, see, this is a whole nother environment and I fuck with this. But like if you in Beverly Hills or in like West Hollywood, which is where most people end up, West Hollywood and shit, because that's the strip, Melrose or whatever, or in Fairfax and all that. So like, you around there, they know you're a tourist. So one, they trying to get you. They know that you're out there with niggas. You're not going to turn away that prosecco because you're spoiled because we have brunch culture here. Brunch culture is not a thing that's everywhere. New York just getting hip to it. Atlanta is kind of getting hip to it. Like it's not a thing that's everywhere. But like LA we don't want bottomless mimosas. We want to get you for $60 for a bottle of prosecco that we paid $7 for wholesale. So why not?
Right.
Why not? Honestly, if I ran a business, I wouldn't do bottomless mimosas if I'm in LA on Melrose. Why?
Look, brother.
I know y'all gonna pay it because you hanging with your friends and y'all got a table. Y'all not gonna get up and leave. No, I'm saying chances are you aren't. Like your average person, not gonna do
fire
that.
on my heels.
That's what I'm saying. The average person's not gonna like Meadow at the bar is my favorite spot. They don't sell bottomless. They'll give it to us because they fuck with us, but that's it.
Did Meadow at the? I feel like Meadow.
They don't have bottomless, but they're cheap. They're cheap though.
But
mimosas are cheap. They're like $4 or $5 a mimosa, which isn't bad in comparison to out there. $4 or $5 a glass is not bad at all.
Yeah.
Because like out there, it'd be like $12
Where's
for a mimosa.
the bars?
It's on La Brea. It's in between downtown and West Hollywood. It's on La Brea, so it's like I don't know what it's close by, but it's like right in between downtown and West Hollywood. But it's on La Brea, and
I wanna go.
But it's like two restaurants across the street from each other. It's met her at a bar and then met him at a bar.
Yeah, met her at a bar was cool.
The food is just fire.
Did you meet him at the bar? Did you go there?
He didn't see Vinny.
I met her at the bar. Her.
Right, but did you also meet him at the bar?
I did not meet him at the bar.
Okay, gotcha.
And they have merch, so I have both the hats.
Met him at a bar as dinner, right?
Yeah, it's like it's pasta. It's like an Italian spot.
Gotcha.
And they have merch, and people actually wear the merch. It's actually funny. Like they got like hats and shit. I got both the hats. I got a T-shirt.
But I will say, man, this episode is not about just LA. This is a DMV versus fucking everybody. Because I'm tired of being on the internet and you niggas from LA and California. I mean, LA and California. LA
you gotta stay
and Atlanta.
You gotta stay on Twitter, bro.
Houston and Dallas. Now, people talk to me about this in real life too. But I see like the bulk of it on the internet. Y'all gonna stop talking to us about a couple of things. First things first. Motherfucking brunch. All of you cities will stop talking to me about DMV brunch. It's better than all of your brunches.
People be talking about. First of all, we are brunch.
Nigga.
No, I'm not brunch. I'm not on the brunch.
DMV spells brunch. It works.
I see it.
You see it?
I see it. If you like turn it and add the one to the top.
Yeah.
Turn the
Turn the light down a specific way. So
squint a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it
bro,
spells
like
brunch.
I'm so tired.
That's crazy about y'all. I'm gonna let you know. That's nuts. Because there's gonna be one listener's gonna be like visually like.
if I just DV,
and then he gonna convince himself. I see it.
It's all about the vision. You gotta sell the vision.
See it.
Oh wait. Oh no. I'm gonna continue with the brunch thing first. So yeah, bro, like I've been to Atlanta brunch. Atlanta is cool.
They're catching on slowly.
Beautiful black people. The food is great, but I don't go to brunch for food, guys. The food is secondary. I'm here to get absolutely champagne drunk off mimosas. If you do not have bottomless mimosas, you have a cool brunch, and cool is fine. But when you come here, our brunch is a hit record, bruh.
Here we also have spots that have bottomless margaritas for brunch too.
Bottomless margaritas,
and that
bottomless sangria. It's
like
places you can get
Mission and Navy Yard got bottomless margaritas for brunch.
Damn.
And that shit changed.
First of all I need is one.
Because I actually don't. Because I don't like orange juice. I like orange juice, but like drinking a lot of champagne is like too much for me sometimes. Because it's like fucking carbonated, fizzy,
bubbly, and you just burping and shit.
Yeah, it's like too much, bruh. We go there and you be like, oh, they just bring you pictures of margaritas. Like, oh, what's up?
Bottomless margaritas. Your bottomless mimosa could come with orange juice.
Or
also,
you can do
cranberry juice.
Or pineapple.
Or you can do apple juice.
Guava juice.
We
got the juice.
Some of them spots be getting crazy.
Stop talking.
Bruh, Satellite used to do Tang.
Passion fruit juice.
Tang was
That's
wild.
crazy.
It was nasty, but that shit is spank you, bro. You be in that joint fuck.
First of all, what is Tang?
You don't remember the...
I remember what it is, but what?
I'm going to tell you how they make it. So they have the big ass container. They literally filled it up with champagne, poured the Tang powder in it, and just mixed it up.
Yeah, it's the Kool-Aid of orange juice.
It literally tastes...
Right, I know what it is, but
it tastes terrible.
I know Tang tastes...
But...
tangy.
And when we was going there, we was like 21. We was like new drinkers. We was in that bitch.
Kool-Aid of orange juice.
Seeing 3. We was like, hey, yo, I'm drunk, bro. This is terrible. This is fucked up.
Bruh, in the city, I have seen bottomless mimosas and brunch take down.
And Bellinis. They got Bellinis too.
Niggas.
No, for real.
You can get a Bellini too. The Bellini's what? Grapefruit?
You can do bottomless Bellinis here. Some places do bottomless Bloody Marys. I don't know why you would want to do more than one.
But if it's your shit,
that's
have
your
it
shit,
up.
you trying to get over your hangover, bruh. Stop talking to me about brunch.
Yeah, we do brunch.
I'm tired of the conversation.
Everybody do brunch.
Then the kill is like
real
places like
brunch
Atlanta
motherfuckers
will
out
talk
here.
about how like their brunch turns into like a day party, and that's why
Yeah.
their brunch is better. No,
I mean our brunches.
That has nothing
our
to do with the
brunches
brunch.
are day
I
parties.
don't give a fuck if it did. Let's move the goalpost. No.
Our
Our
sti- our
brunch
shit
to
is
day
still-
party to day party.
It's still-
Stop talking to me.
I mean, ain't nobody fucking with Liddy in the city.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Society.
Stop playing with
Even
me.
Griffin, if you into that
I want
shit.
one Atlanta male, girl, gangster, suburban. Come hang out at Griffin with Malcolm X on one Sunday. You'll
Or
never wanna
Law
do brunch
Society,
again.
M-Jack, like whatever. Like even Joy Club brunch at Big Chief was crazy. The whole buffet. You pay, you get the wristband, a full buffet, and you about to get.
And you
Did
in
I go
here
to brunch?
Throw it in this
all
bitch.
day
I think I
long.
did.
You about to get. It's gonna
No,
turn
all
into a
day
night
it's gonna
party.
turn into. You don't have to go
You gonna
nowhere.
get throwed in this motherfucker.
You got all the
And
DJs
then
coming through.
The
Food.
best part about here too is like your bartenders and like people that be behind the bar. Like
Drink with
these
you.
niggas are partiers, bro. They are here to get you drunk.
and get drunk.
And get exactly.
They not like bartenders everywhere else. Bartenders everywhere else trying to get their bag. They trying to finesse. Blah 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 blah.
But they
blah.
gonna get you drunk and make sure you
we
get
go-
the bag.
Here we gonna get you drunk. We gonna get our bag.
Right.
And everyone's gonna be happy. We doing shots together.
You gonna
It's a
blink and they gonna be
blast.
off
great
work
time.
partying with you and shit.
You feel me? You did brunch. Now you at lunch.
This
The
nigga,
back in the lunch,
this
and now
nigga
the
Doug,
one that was doing your mimosas is doing the fucking jig with you.
Doug in the middle of the floor
to bar.
dancing and shit.
You
You
feel
like,
me?
hey yo,
Like,
you tapped him like, bro, can I get a refill? Yeah, I got you.
yeah, don't worry about it. Run back behind the bar, swing it. Now you back out, doing the Dougie and shit with your
Yeah.
bubblehead ass. Stop fucking playing with me. I'm tired of all these places. My homegirl said Houston does brunch. I'm not gonna lie.
They do.
I haven't been to a Texas brunch, but when I get there, I swear for God, if it's not if it don't leave me slumped, when I leave Houston, I'm back. I'm back on y'all ass. I'm tired of people talking to me about brunch. If you're not from here, if
No,
you ain't
we-
spent the weekend here,
So
stop.
We Big Daddy
from my
brunch.
experiences, New York brunch is more like elegant. It's like motherfuckers like
I'm at brunch.
yeah, that's New York brunch.
Pinky finger.
New York
up and
brunch
shit.
is like, and then they'll go to the day party. So they'll go to brunch and then they'll go
Shoes
to
with no
they'll go
socks
to
on,
everyday people
ankles
afterwards.
out.
What I will say about New York though, because I've obviously done New York brunch mad times because of the body. New York could be like DC brunch, except like the spaces are so small.
That's what I was gonna
They
say.
gotta move people.
I did
Yeah.
go
in
to
New
a
York.
brunch one time in New York, and it was fun. The food was good, but the space was small.
It's
so
a
that
small space,
people was
yeah.
getting it, like they was getting it, but it was very, like my table is right here next to your ass.
Yeah,
like
you
I
gotta
don't need-
go to brunch and then go to the day party.
Yeah,
Another point to the video that came out like maybe last year, a little before last year, I guess before quarantine. The little dude, he was like, "Oh, when you come in here, y'all gonna act right."
Yeah, that video was funny.
In the DMV, no, we shaking ass by
Yeah,
the eggs.
everybody's
It's
on the-
it's
we
a ball
shaking
in
ass
here.
by the
Ain't nobody
eggs.
about to tell you can't twerk on the couches.
Niggas, he was
baby.
on the
No,
dance
actually,
floor with
we
their
want
last
it.
piece of bacon in this motherfucker.
We want you shaking ass on the chairs.
Yeah.
Have a blast. It's a fucking party in here. We not sitting you niggas down at brunch and telling you can't shake ass at brunch. It's a fucking party. Stop talking to me about brunch. Everybody.
yeah.
I mean,
Fucking tired of it.
yeah.
And if
Yeah,
you
brunch
think
is
that
lit.
your city does brunch better than mine, I promise you. Fly me out to yours, I'm gonna fly you out to mine.
I
We
mean,
gonna
I've
run
been
a
to,
Sunday
Brunch swap.
fun day, and
I've been
you
to
will
just
down
about every
and
city
out.
in the U.S., like major city, and I've been to multiple brunches and shit. The only ones that I enjoyed on like a super like this DC has everything on the spectrum. Like you know what spots to go to. Like I hate that Southern Hospitality's gone. That was my fucking shit.
Southern Hospitality was lit.
I missed that spot. And then what was it, Argonaut on 8th Street? That was my spot. They closed. All my favorite fucking spots closed.
Every time.
Yeah,
Every time
I
we
hate that
find a
shit.
good one, they always shut it
I hate
down.
that shit. But then, like, if you want like the party brunch shit, you can hit Law Society. I love the way Law Society set up because you walk up there, the restaurant's there, and then you just go walk upstairs.
right.
You can still order food upstairs and get the
It's
tables
organized.
up there. But if you want to have the brunch and then go upstairs, you can do that. Or if you want to get the table upstairs, get your brunch at the table, and somebody shaking ass next to your leg.
Have
I
it
mean,
up.
your eggs. You can do that. You can do that shit
Right.
too. But like, I fuck with that. And living in the city is probably one of the best Sunday parties I've
Yeah.
been to for real. So like,
I
but I
miss
will say
partying,
Atlanta
period.
brunch was interesting because they didn't have bottomless, but the food was like really good, but it was like buffet style, which was cool. But I would only do buffet style if it's a party,
Yeah. I'm not trying to buffet.
like how we did it at
Yeah.
Big Chief where we had like the whole buffet
'Cause
set
now
up.
we at Golden Corral at this point.
Yeah, because like the only reason we had the buffet at Big Chief is because this
Ooh, that's
this
how they could have kept the money. If Golden Corral would have did brunch
Oh.
for DJs and shit.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Damn, getting all the
But like
grandmas.
only reason we did the buffet is because it
Grandmas
was
would
like
be
this
tweeting that
this
joint.
party is about you shaking your ass. This party is the food is fire, but we just trying to get you something on your stomach so that when you go get drunk at this bar,
Yeah, you're not about to throw up. And
yeah,
shit.
you're not about to get.
And I
you know
feel
what I'm
that.
saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that people realize what we be saying when we say that we just brunch better. Like, y'all go to brunch to, like, eat and get ready to party. We go to brunch to start the party. We eating eggs, steak and
It's just
eggs,
fuel.
whatever. We
fuel,
drinking
exactly.
mimosas and we shaking ass on the way to part 2, which is
It's the turn
drinking
up.
regular
Right.
I mean, if you
regular
think
shit,
about it,
shaking more ass.
grilled cheese social is a brunch party. Grilled cheese social is a brunch party.
Very much so.
I've never been to the grilled cheese social.
That shit is
Gourmet
lit.
grilled cheese, it's lit. And look at the spectrum of shit, bro.
Yeah, first of all, gourmet grilled cheese.
I'll also say, I'm not a super big fan of like the brunch boot crowd, you feel me? That's not really
brunch
my
boot.
vibe. But also,
Sharp ass boots.
when the
boot.
boys and girls get dressed for brunch
Yeah,
around
nah,
here,
they do.
motherfucker,
They turn
be
up.
sharp as a
They
tack,
go
my
out.
nigga. I don't know what y'all do. But
Yeah. All the ankles are out. Everybody's ankles.
big ankles,
Out.
big Chelsea boots, future hats. They be
The
the
future
future
hats.
nines, my nigga. That shit
Yeah.
be, they be fly. I can't eat with y'all.
There was that one.
but they definitely be
that
fly.
one time frame where everybody was in Migo. They had the fucking
Oh my gosh.
the flowered,
The fake
button up.
Versace button
yeah,
up.
Yeah,
The
every
cuff
nigga
We silky baby.
Shirt tucked in.
That was a good time, man.
with the Chelsea boots.
With Chelsea boots on order and steak and eggs. Like, you
Yes,
gonna sit your
sir.
stupid ass
Come on,
down.
man.
Ascots.
Don't hate on my Chelsea boots, brother. But yeah, dog, like it's just way too perfect here. If you are an older person and you want to just grab a late lunch, call it brunch, we got that for you. Founding farmers, etc., etc. You sit down with your little family. And
There's a
have brunch.
spectrum of everything.
I want
If
to
you
go
wa-
to Founding Farms.
If you're a young thing, you trying to shake some ass, eat some eggs, we got that for you. Mad
The
parties.
one in DC?
yeah, I ain't
That's
been there
what
in a
we
minute.
doing?
Shoot, cause I haven't had their
Are you off?
No.
Oh, damn. No, I haven't had their what's it, chicken and waffles, but the lunch one with
Hit
the
up-
mac
hit
and
up Amina.
cheese and the That's true. We haven't gone there in a while. And they have real juice.
Real juice?
Real juice.
Oh, juice to juice.
Yeah, like
Got
I put the fruit on the thing and I made this juice. Like I realized I never had orange juice until I went there.
The Tang one doing it for
Yeah,
you?
Tang
The
one
didn't
doing
give
it.
you the
Bruh,
one
that
to
is
do?
so that's one of the things that like really like was a shock factor in Africa.
What's that? Oh, you get real
Fresh juice?
Yeah,
Nigga.
we don't drink real juice.
My nigga.
here.
juice. Obviously hits differently.
Yeah,
Like it felt like
The face he made for the
it felt like the chiropractor. You know how like people be talking about like a chiropractor cracks your back and it's like, oh god, that shit just opened up. I sipped that shit and was like, oh,
yeah, it's a different experience.
Oh, this is an orange.
this is
orange.
orange.
This is orange.
This is an
Oh,
orange
this is
orange.
orange.
I was like, yo, this is crazy.
This orange.
And so like anytime we're overseas and stuff or like Mexico or random places, I'll always order fresh juice if they have it. But like when we got to Africa, I was like, oh, this is nuts. This is different.
Yeah,
It was just like I was like, damn, this shit like got like
stuff in it.
sparkly shit in
Right.
it. Like,
Stuff, sparkly shit is crazy.
bruh, that shit was crazy.
They threw a little glitter in your shit.
I'm
bruh.
drinking juice and getting full at the same time.
Bruh, it was like really fucking good. I was like, this is crazy. Croatia was like the smoothies in Croatia were like that, bruh. Nigga,
Changed your whole life.
yes, legitimately.
But yeah, man, we gonna wrap it up on that one. We brunch better than y'all. Stop talking to me. I'm sick of the conversation. Bong. Put a stamp
The
on it.
verdict has been. We've
Our
come to a
bar
verdict.
scene, maybe not number one, because New Orleans got they got
The
some
bar
shit going
shit,
on.
yeah.
They got some shit. But I will say, as I was having a conversation with another one of my homies that does a lot of traveling, what I will say about the DMV and really much more like the city is, in a lot of places, if you want to see black people and have fun and go to the bar and have a good time, like you kind of gotta go to like the hood for real. In the city, bruh, you can hit a strip where every place has a bar that you can pop into and just run into a good time. Like if you're somebody that's not from here and you don't know nobody that can take you to like the low spot or the spot where like the neighborhood bar or whatever, like you can really just go to fucking U Street or H Street and just walk
go,
and just
yeah.
pop in a spot and have a good time. Like,
It's a
you
bar
don't
for
necessarily
everybody.
need a somebody to kind of tell you the place to go. They be like, oh no, this the block. Go on down, just
Yeah.
pop in,
And then
bar
it's
hop, blah,
it's
blah, blah.
different bars for different crowds on the same street. So it's like, oh,
And
want
you
this
gonna know whether
experience?
it's
You
your
go
crowd
there.
or not.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
exactly.
As soon as you pop in
You ain't
Velvet
even gotta pop
dive
in.
bar. You, oh no, this
Yeah,
ain't-
this
I'm not getting
not
food in here. if they selling food, I don't want it. I don't want this
Nah, I'm
shit.
not hungry. I can take a drink. I go for a drink. No.
Now you're not hungry. Now your problem solved. Now you're just saving money. So pop in Velvet, save yourself some money because you're gonna lose your appetite, and then you just keep walking.
You just keep walking.
Just keep
But
walking.
yeah, bro, like it's the dive bar that's next to the wine bar, that's next to the party bar, that's next to like the I'm just sit here and chill.
Then
like,
it's a
I'ma
nigga on
have
the
a
corner
couple.
beatboxing, beating his feet and fucking.
You feel me?
Oh no, they do be out there.
It's an unk nigga out
Then
there.
it's the rooftop bar that's right there if you want to get a little
Beating
breeze.
on paint
It's the
cans.
gay bar across the street from the roof bar if you're looking for your man or girl. Stop fucking playing with me about my area. I'm fucking sick of it.
Sunday Fun Day is a dark hole though.
A Sunday marathon will fuck you up here
bro.
if you not
Nigga.
if you not really built for that, dog. I've seen it drop
we've seen
many of
many
niggas.
we've seen many of niggas go down.
Many of grown men.
Let's say one of our homies was literally sitting in front of the car, like sitting on the curb, just.
That was different. That was actually
I made
a
it.
wild day though. That day was meant to die. Like that.
I was fine.
No, but that's different. You are a traveled soldier. A regular
You were
person.
fine.
I am a traveled soldier. A regular person on that day would have not survived either. We woke up. We did brunch.
Where did we go? We went to Southern Hospitality.
We went to Southern Hospitality on the early shift. We got there like 12. Went there, bottomless mimosas. I think we did like rounds of bottomless mimosas. So we did 3 carafe bottomless
And
mimosas.
then we went to
Damn.
Marvin's, and it was Scootie's birthday, so it was like
Oh,
a
so
Jameson.
y'all was
having
up?
a block
So
party.
it was like open bar because Scootie used to do the Diet Marvin
Yeah, yeah.
and Diet Marvin. Was it just Diet
I
Marvin?
knew. Yeah, I know.
It was like his. It was like his block.
Yeah.
He would do like multiple.
Oh, no, he did. Then he do Diet Marvin's and Cloak, right?
Probably. Yeah. So then we were at Marvin, and it was like open bar Jameson.
Open bar Jameson.
So we in this joint just shooting it up Jameson.
Let's go. Turn
Then
up.
I was DJing at Diet, so we get to Diet before I'm spinning, and we're drinking in Diet, and fucking what's his name? Damn it, with the glasses,
With the glasses? That's mad niggas, my guy.
Yeah.
the bartends. He bartends at Velvet and at Diet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm drawing a fucking blank. And it's
Don't-
pissing
Oh
me
yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah. No.
I can't keep his name. Nah, 'cause I
That's
see
my
the
nigga
face,
too,
but
and I haven't
can't
seen
think
him in
of the
so
name.
long. But yeah, so he's in this bitch just handing us shots and drinks.
Yes,
It
sir.
was night.
Yeah.
It was.
And we
sleepy
ran
time.
in Cloak. Cloak had a little downstairs, a little speakeasy.
And then John was on bullshit.
hanging out with John on bruh.
Rough.
Stop it. Stop.
It was rough.
Your whole block don't compare to 3 places on my U Street.
Damn. Fighting words.
Sunday Fun Day, the marathon. It's dropped many of people.
I miss it.
I do too. That's one
Devin.
thing I do miss about
Devin.
being outside. Sunday
His
Fun Day.
name's Devin.
Shout out Devin.
Shout out Devin, man.
There's somebody I'm supposed to shout out. Oh my god.
You taking payola, my nigga?
No, cause I went to Fio's, and they hooked me up in there. He came over and was like, "Yeah, we watched the podcast," and I was like, "Oh, cool." Like he gave me some champagne because he was like, "Yeah, I recognize you from the podcast." I was like, "All right, great." So I told him at Fiorella's.
Oh, it's a white guy?
No.
Black guy.
He was a black guy.
Tall,
light skin.
light-skinned.
Tall, light skin
He
guy?
has the same name as like
Al
actor
Green?
Al Green. Yeah, I was like the same Al Green.
yes. Shout out
Hey
Al
Al
Green.
Green.
Hey, Al.
Hey Al Green.
Yeah, shout out Al Green.
Shout out Camber, my man's Al.
But
That's
yeah,
our good
bro,
man.
like, and even if you go like down,
He has
on,
the
like,
same name as the singer.
I know it's somebody.
Like you can go down 8th Street, bruh. It's a little rougher down there than you, but you gonna have a blast. You gonna see some niggas on the block, cool niggas, but they can get a little wild. You feel me? You gonna see some niggas out there tweaking a little bit, but
For the most part, niggas be cool. Everybody, everybody be having a great time.
But you can just kind of kick it on the block. You don't really need a chaperone. You can still have a good time, meet some people. You feel me? And
I
have a
haven't
blast.
really heard much like hoopla. And yeah, I mean, I know we've had
Hoopla.
quarantine and everything, so people haven't been out. But
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like going to clubs and it being a big fight or some shit or somebody got shot, that hasn't happened in a minute.
Not so much in the clubs. It's been some just regular on the block shit. But as far as like
Unless
parties
it's
and
like
shit, the
what's
parties
that?
be cool.
What's that club behind Stadium Bliss? Like
Bliss.
that's the crowd that would probably happen.
Yeah.
But even them, I haven't heard shit from nobody.
No,
Like
it's
we've been chilling.
Yeah, it's
around
been
here.
relatively chill because of the quarantine. Even before that, it wasn't really that bad. But yeah, man, I'm tired of niggas talking to me about brunch. I'm tired of niggas talking to me about the bar scene. We have the best bartenders here. I'm not taking no debates. If you've ever,
I think it's
if
because-
you've ever met my people, they the best.
I think it's because we're not necessarily an A market where like the star tender runs the city. It hasn't tackled us yet. Like New York, the bartender makes more than the DJ.
Yeah.
And like LA, in certain environments, LA is more of a house party city. Like people, if you know people, you can end up at a fire ass function, but it's like somebody with money done through a function at their mansion. So it's different.
mansion party vibe.
Yeah. Miami is a a money city, in that like you gotta have money to have fun in Miami. You ain't about to just go to the Strip and find a spot with bottomless mimosas and shit like that. There might be a spot with it, but the venues want to make money. Like the restaurants want to make money. In DC, it's more of like a happy middle ground. Like,
bro, we just trying to make some money and have some fun.
Like I think the only parties that featured bartenders was us.
Yeah.
Like we actually put the bartender on the flyer. So like we would have Doug featuring Doug behind the bar, and that was something that we adapted from the Startender environment in New York. But we knew that certain bartenders bring a crowd. Like Doug, people know Doug's behind the bar. One, he's fast. He's gonna keep you drunk, and he gonna party with you.
That's a fact.
So like, and then Renee she's in that environment where she has the crowd, so she brings people. And then Rashid, same thing. He's gonna bring people. And then we would feature like some of the Marvin bartenders. They're gonna bring their regulars.
I think it's interesting how they turned that service job into like a big thing. Like, like
Doug did that shit.
Imagine the star waiters like at like Red Lobster or some shit. Like, I'm going to this Red Lobster. These niggas, I know they're gonna be.
But like at the Harbor, even on the Maryland side, at the Harbor, there are bartenders that are like more popular. Like the dude Troy at Public House. Everyone knows him. I forgot the Asian girl's name at Public House because I don't know her that well, but she's known. Like when Public House was closing down for whatever time, I pulled up because everybody was talking about going there, and everyone knew her. She probably made like $500-$600 that day.
Yeah,
in like 3 hours.
Bartending, that was one of my
you got a
best
clientele,
gigs
you
I
make
have ever.
bank.
Yo, and I'm not even really a bartender like that for real. But when I did bartend, every time racking up,
like I can, and like, but and it's a level of loyalty. Like if we having a party, I'm gonna call Doug. I'm like, yo, could I get like 2 gallons of this cocktail, and then we just have them sitting there.
Yeah.
Just so niggas ain't gotta buy.
And then when motherfuckers start getting drunk for real, and you get them drunk, they want money in your pocket. Like, please take my money.
Yeah.
Take my money. More drunk. More drunk.
I like this feeling.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I enjoy about
like Dez, nigga. Oh my god.
Like our bartenders here, they're like obviously it's a hospitality / service job. So like niggas be nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like our bartenders be cool as fuck. Like when we used to go to just like Fridays with old boy, my guy.
I forgot his name.
Lindsay. We used to just go to Fridays just like once because our friend
and he started recognizing us.
Nigga, we was in there like the second time and he just holding it down. Like
he just remembered. He remembered like
I fuck with y'all fuck with me. I'm gonna get y'all drunk. We gonna have a blast. Like 2 times. It took us to go in there 2 times.
He probably walked away with $100 from us just because we was like, it's 3 of us,
right?
30 each, whatever. He probably walked away like bet, and then second time he's like, I know these niggas.
What y'all know?
It's the same 3,
right?
Fuck it, we gonna fuck with it. We sit in the same spot.
And niggas just be cool, bro. And then, like I said, then you see him at the function or whatever. Now y'all partying together. Niggas come from behind the bar at the party with you, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know, dog. I'm sure that other places have wonderful bars.
Giving away shots.
Bro, it's literally because this area, like DC itself, is in this weird middle ground. We're not the North, we're not the South necessarily. Technically, we're the South, whatever. But we're not the North, we're not the South. So the hospitality is there.
Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah, like the bartenders understand in the service industry, the hospitality is there. But then you also got the up-tempo-ness of up north and shit like that. And so like, and I think this, like, as long as Startenders don't become a thing, then it's fine. Like, Stadium, they have the bartenders that are all done up, but they're like being in their role. Yeah. But like a spot like Big Chief, the bartender's like, nigga, I'm about to drink with you, get drunk with you, get you drunk. We cool. Like, and it's gonna be a time.
A fucking party.
Like Cage Bird, same shit. Like at the old Cage Bird and shit, same energy.
I miss Cage Bird.
Yeah, like Cloak and Dagger, I could go and get your ass pilt.
Oh yeah,
that's
Miss
a
Cloak.
fact.
I have
you bring
I dress like Startenders and still fuck with you.
Yeah, and you bring Ika a slice of pizza, it's a wrap. It's fucking over.
That shit is crazy.
It's fucking over, bro.
I miss Ika. I love her.
I think she's at Harlot now, right?
Yeah. At the Harlot. Shout out Ika. What else do we do better than you motherfuckers that I'm tired of hearing y'all? Before we move on, also, speaking of DC and our wonderful natives, today is Marvin Gaye's birthday.
Oh, hey.
Really?
R.I.P. Rest in peace and happy birthday to the late, great Marvin Gaye. You feel me?
Damn it.
Now, I will not say that we do music better than you niggas, because it's subjective.
It is subjective. Everybody got their own
But
sound.
I will say, our legends is kind of legendary. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, they top tier legendary. Marvin Gaye.
Didn't Elgin Baylor just pass away? He from here, too. But that was that's not music related. That's not music.
I mean, don't.
But
Please don't get me started on the
he went to Spingarn.
Yeah, man, we got Marvin Gaye. We have one of the most legendary jazz places of all time.
Where?
Blues Alley?
Huh?
Blues Alley?
No, that's now. Bohemian Caverns.
Okay.
Huge jazz spot back in the 60s. Louis Armstrong, all the greats came here to play their jazz diddlies, you feel me? And now, if you're looking to go somewhere to hear the best jazz plays of all time, you have Blues Alley.
I mean,
I didn't know that.
but you also, I mean, even with Baltimore, they got like the, I forgot what road it is. It's not Ricerstown. Is it Ricerstown? There's a street in Baltimore, and I don't remember because Coppin was down the street from it, so we would always see it. But it was known for like that being like the jazz circuit.
The jazz circuit.
I forgot what it's in between Coppin and Baltimore School of Arts. It's off North Avenue, but I forgot what the name of the road was. But it was like known for that.
Got you. Yeah, you wanna talk fucking
And shit, Virginia wins everything. So
you wanna talk rock and roll, you feel me? We got fucking Bad Brains, pretty much started hardcore punk, also from DC.
don't we got it's a from Southern Good Charlotte? Are they from here?
Good
Good
Charlotte's
Charlotte's
from
from here?
Waldorf. Good
What?
Charlotte's from Waldorf, yeah.
Yep.
I did not know that. Maya's from here.
Baby, the range, you feel me?
We do have range.
The range.
Shout
I
out
used to
Maya.
turn up to Good Charlotte.
Jazz,
Maya.
rock and roll, regular light rock.
Black China from Waldorf.
Come on, man.
Black China is not from Waldorf. She went to school there
from
for like
Waldorf.
2 years.
Black China, however you feel about her, she from here.
Hey, I almost there was a tweet,
Cold-blooded killer, Black
it
China.
was a tweet that was like, "What is the most famous person from your high school? What did your most famous person from your high school do?" And I went to her Wikipedia. I was about to list it
Hey, fool.
because I mean she's the most famous person from my high school.
Most famous person from my high school, Taraji P. Henson. Stop playing with me. Everybody that y'all
Taraji.
love, stop playing
Is she?
with us.
Is she?
with
Y'all
Oxon
got
Hill.
somebody else from Oxon Hill too.
That's a
I feel
basketball
like-
player. He was weak.
yeah.
Played for the Knicks.
No, okay,
But yeah, dog, like,
He shall not be named.
that's
shall not be named.
That's crazy.
all last week.
I mean, I went to school with Malcolm Xavier. You feel me?
You feel? Oh my god. All last week,
And Lil
dog,
Spreezy. You feel me?
motherfuckers was talking about how great Ari Lennox looks, killing the timeline from Jamaica.
Ari.
Sean
Big
Cooper
Ari from
smoked
where?
them pictures though.
Come on,
Sean
man.
Cooper smoked them photos.
The photographer, give
did
him
that
his
shit.
credit. Sean
Sean Cooper.
Come on,
He
man.
did that
Stop
shit.
playing
We got
with
legends
us.
here. We
You
got
feel me?
legends here.
You got
Are
Yoko.
tired. We got Yoko Milan.
We got Walk
First
Like
of
Walk.
all, also, let's be clear. Our women are gorgeous. I know I get on
All
on
right,
this
so
podcast
that is
a
one
lot,
thing. That is one
and
thing
I talk
that
about
I.
Texas, but that is to take nothing away from the beautiful women that I walk
So
by.
that
on a
is
day-to-day.
something that I went through when I first started traveling, and I would be gone for an extended period of time, and then I would come back here, and I would be like, "Wow, our women are it.
They're fucking it.
Our women are it."
Like
know
not
what
only
they say.
because let's not just
PG
leave it at
County.
gorgeous. They are gorgeous.
But that's not a joke. Like I've
Pretty
been
girl
around,
county.
like there's beautiful women all over the
We've
world, but
been
like,
around the world and yeah.
but I come back home and I'm like,
And I
I'm like, there's just something homey about this. Like it's something
Yeah.
that's comfortably beautiful about our women that I don't see elsewhere.
They have.
When you say comfortably beautiful, what do you mean?
Like it's right in a pocket. It's
Okay.
like the perfect pocket of
it's
like.
not too much like LA. They might
It's
be
not
like,
too pin up. Like I'm not in environments where it's like all the pin up women, but like it's not too pin up for me. It's not too like it's like,
Like a
perfect, happy
natural
medium. It's
balance.
like-
to
wonderful
beauty.
balance. Like
Yeah.
the women here look good if they just wake up and just want to hit the town.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like when the women be like, "Oh my god, I don't understand why niggas try to go smack me in my sweats when I got my hair up." I don't know about anywhere else.
Cause we confident that you
Because-
it.
When I go to the grocery store and I see the women from the DMV in their sweats and their hair up, they fine as fuck still. Like no beat face, fresh out of bed, this little get up. You feel me? Just tied back hair, just go. God, look at her. Look at her by the eggs. Lord, Jesus.
By the
her
eggs.
by the eggs.
And then if she decide to get done up today and fuck them up, oh Lord, stop playing with me. Yeah, man, that's my new thing. It's not the East Coast versus West. It's DMV versus everybody. I'm tired of them not.
I
Giving
like
us our
that
credit for
energy.
anything.
That's what we need
I
anyway.
fucks with it.
DMV versus everybody.
But take a step back to the range. Also, like even in our current music, dog, like you got rappity rap niggas from here. You know what I'm saying? You got your Wale's, your King Lo's, and niggas that just like the rap type shit. You also got your niggas that's in the international mid pocket. You feel me? Your Gold Links and whatnot. You got your hardcore girls like Rico. We got our songstresses, our
I
Alex
fuck with
Bonds,
Rico.
our Ari Lennoxes. Like, bruh, stop it. I'm sick and
Nah,
tired
there's
of the
there's a
disrespect.
lot of talent in the DMV.
Even the
Like a
street
lot
scene.
of quality
That's
talent
what
in
I'm
the
saying.
DMV.
The street rappers, they do their thing. Like whatever you want here, you can get it from here if you want to. Like, I know a lot of the times we have like our internal beef and we talk about the infrastructure. The rest of the nation better be happy that we don't have any of your infrastructures, because none of you would make music.
Oh, we will soon.
Yeah, I feel like our
I'm saying me and Malcolm about to get it crunchy out here. It's about to get crazy.
Rap for y'all.
It's about to be up.
But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the other places in the world. We love y'all. I'm not saying that we're best. I'm just saying that we.
I will say though. I will say the only so like I get the same like comfortable feeling in London that I get here, because like thankfully I have friends there, so I get to see London. I get to meet people in London and actually interact with them, not just being in the tourist areas. And so like London has that same thing, but a lot of people are starting to realize it, and I think DC will follow that eventually. Like where people will be like, oh, these niggas actually it for like, but like London is doing that shit too.
But
they ain't fucking with our brunch though.
No one will ever.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they will.
No,
maybe
they don't got the food.
Somebody will.
Well, some of those states can't do that, and that's not their fault, but it's still their fault. But like some of those states can't, like they can't sell you bottomless liquor like that. And conceptually, that's a wild.
No, it's definitely a wild thing.
Yeah, but like some of them cannot do that. It's against the law. Like
against the law. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because like technically the legal limit of a drink is 1.5 ounces. That's why they have the measure or whatever. And if you think about it, bottomless mimosa is violating all of that.
Right.
And bottomless margaritas is really violating that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's in one container, you can only have 1.5. So if you did that 8 times and then put margarita mix into a pitcher, now you violated that. But they just kind of turn a blind eye to it because they know that it's a thing.
Yeah.
Culturally, it's a thing, so they leave it alone. In other states, they aren't willing to violate that.
Yeah.
These niggas don't want to have fun.
I mean, on the bottle it says drink responsibly. Like, you know.
That's not responsible.
But I'm saying,
it says drink responsibly.
I have relieved myself. Exactly. I have, as a business, y'all know what y'all doing. I just supply the goods. But the responsibility is on you. It's not on me.
Just be responsible.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Drink responsibly. That's all I gotta tell you. After that, I'm liable for nothing.
And like I said, I just want to know why we don't get our credit. We've had this conversation on this podcast before as well. Our art scene.
Oh, our art scene is a great. Yeah.
I don't know about where y'all live.
Man, we got some talented
I know
motherfuckers
exactly
out here.
how it is where y'all live. Y'all want to go see some fine art? They hitting your pockets, tapping them shits. $20.
I'm not even a museum type nigga, but
$15 admission.
So if I decide to go to a museum,
$10 admission, whatever.
And that's another thing. Our museums are free. Nobody else's museums
free as
are
a
free.
bird. You wake up on a Wednesday, you want to go see some fine art.
Just
get
go
your
do
shit
some
off.
free shit.
Our zoo free too.
Step on in.
I don't like
brother.
zoos, but
Yeah,
they're free.
take it. I mean, parking is not. But I mean, shit, you can Uber.
Yeah, that's a fact. Just
No,
Uber
you
too.
can definitely.
Shit, if you know how to park, you can park for free.
It's some.
I mean that too, but
I done took like my nieces and nephews, little sisters and shit. A whole full free ass day. They had a great time looking at all the shit in the museums. We had a picnic on the mall.
I mean, when it warms up, I'm gonna be on that time.
Having
My little
some
cousin
time.
here, so I gotta like,
Some
take her
free.
places.
To do some. It's a lot of free
but
shit.
I actually
to do.
hate the zoo, so I'm gonna take her.
It's just a
is it all
long.
the caged animals?
Yeah, they be looking sad, bro.
They do be looking sad.
Free.
Like certain. Nigga, it's federal property, nigga. What the fuck?
I didn't say stay.
I'm gonna come in the house. Hide me. Hide me.
Put on your black forces.
You be like,
here with a koala.
it's gonna be fucking helicopters and shit. This nigga gonna be like, bro, what did you do? What do you think?
You think I'm setting them free?
I got an ostrich. An ostrich chasing me.
You could be the Moses of the animals.
Nah, bro.
I said set my animals free.
Nah, I be feeling bad. Like I've been to our zoo multiple times, and like every time, like it's certain animals that like I'm interested in, I think are cool looking animals or whatever, and I see them and I'm like,
And they just looking you in
this
your
is
eyes.
fucked up, bro. Like they in this cage.
And then the animal houses be stinking.
All right,
and
you
shit.
keep
You go in
playing.
the garage. I mean, the garage, the giraffes.
Look, bro. You already gotta wear a mask outside, so you good there. It's cold. Just take your
Got
hoodie.
shiesty. Just throw the
Yeah,
hoodie on.
just put your hoodie on. You feel me? You already wear black forces, so we already know you up to criminal activity.
If you think about
Just
it,
hit the lock.
black forces are flat ground cleats.
All right.
Shall we move on? But yeah, nah, dog. Like
the
the art scene. If you want to go, if you're into
feel the concrete.
if you're into fine art and sculpture, bro, all of our museums are free except like
A few.
the spy museums or whatever, like the
Yeah.
private owned.
I don't think that don't exist anymore. They said that they're building a.
Then they just open it.
Nah, they're building an indoor mini golf joint where Spy Museum was.
They just opened the Spy Museum. Oh no, I'm thinking of
Is it
no.
Is it mini golf? No, it's
The Spy Museum is brand new because that's the one that's red, right?
Nah, they renovated it. It's been there, and then they like renovated the spot.
They said
and now it's gone.
It's not mini golf. Is it? I don't think it's mini golf. It's something else. They're putting something where the Spy Museum is.
Gotcha.
Are we talking about the same thing?
The one in Gallery Place?
We are talking about the same thing.
It's a gallery place.
That's right.
No.
It's at the bottom. Of the
I'm
gallery.
talking about the one. It's the Spy Museum. It's new. Like they just opened it.
Nah, then we're not talking about the same thing.
It's over by
Museum been there since we were in high school.
Damn, it's over by you know where like the Hirshhorn Museum. It's like the circle building. It's like you know that exhibit came. It was the dots. It was like rainbow dots everywhere.
Oh, yeah, the Hirshhorn, Murakami.
Yeah, it was the Murakami exhibit.
Yeah, I was at that.
Yeah, sure. No, it was
the Murakami exhibit.
That's what it's called, Murakami.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where everything was dots.
Oh no, you're talking about.
And then you go in that room and it's a white room.
The
and
mirrors
you can put
joint.
dots and I don't remember the name of it, but all I know is that's where it's over by there.
Oh no, it's not that then.
Oh, okay.
Because
over by like
the Spy Museum is private owned. It's like literally next to the arena. It's like in gallery right there.
Oh, okay.
Like you can park in front of that motherfucker and go in.
Okay, then we're not
across
talking
the
about the same
street.
thing then. What's that other museum?
But they like there's some type of attraction they're putting there. It's like multiple floors of
mini golf.
I don't know. I
golf.
want to say it was mini golf, but it might be something else. But I think it was mini golf. And they're gonna have like DJs and a bar and all that shit.
Oh,
it's about to be a whole function.
Oh, that sounds lit. But yeah, bro, like even with that, with us to Yoko's point about like being able to take her nieces and nephews and shit out and have like
that's what I'm talking about.
And have like a free day. You figured out?
I don't think that's it.
That's the Spy Museum in DC.
Well, maybe there's a new one. Maybe
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe that's why they're closing that one.
Okay, because it's a big ass.
Because it definitely don't look like this. This is not the one in gallery.
Yeah,
that's not gallery place. Yeah, that's not gallery.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck
yeah,
that is.
That's
not
what I'm like.
gallery
This is
place.
how did they just built
yeah,
this
that
shit.
shit looks insane.
I ain't never seen that before.
You ain't never seen this?
I also don't drive down there, so there's that. But
Yeah, that's crazy.
How could you not see this big ass red ass?
I mean, I don't drive down there. Like I definitely don't.
No, that building is obnoxious.
I definitely don't drive by the museums and shit. Like, there's no reason for me to drive down there, especially lately. Like, hell no.
Honestly, that shit is a ghost town. But also, it's a great little date spot here. Like,
It's a great date spot. You could do a lot of cool things here.
you can
just go walk through
You
Georgetown.
can go grab. No, I'm saying to the museum shit. Like, mad times niggas talk about what do I do for a date? Like, bro, you can really spend 3 hours in a fucking museum in the city. Leave there, grab dinner. It's right there next to the museum. And by that time, you at the little nighttime function, grab a little nightcap. Like, it's dumb easy to just have a good time here. If you try to entertain a lady, entertain friends, whatever, what have you.
Yeah.
And all, like I said, all that shit is right next to each other because it's a little small 10 by 10. You can come across to Maryland. You can go to the harbor. In the city, you can go to the Washington Harbor, take the little ferry over to VA, the Old Town. Like,
Yep.
this shit is an actual function, and I'm sick of it
At all times.
I'm fucking tired.
But see, I don't engage with it.
I don't either, but I just thought that I should take after coming back from LA, I just thought that
Like,
maybe I should take
what
the
I
time
do
to
notice
really
about
flex
in
my-
LA,
flex our
like
muscle,
in
you feel
LA,
me?
if you're say you're a tourist in LA, you don't know anything. Like I go out there, I kind of know where I should go. But say you're on Melrose, right? And everyone that's uneducated on where to go, they go to the cookie store because if they're in the weed or whatever, they go to the cookie store.
Yeah.
They go to Melrose and just walk and find stores to walk into and shit, right? And so you're standing out there and you're like, man, where should I go? There's no way to figure it out. In DC, if you end up on U Street, because that's the strip to walk down, because Ben's Chili Bowl, all the attractions and shit. Ben's Chili Bowl's there. Howard Theater is right around the corner. Like, if you want to go see the sites that aren't the monuments and shit, you're gonna pass by a day party.
Right.
You gonna hear the music from the street.
you're gonna be like,
In LA, you're not gonna walk past a day party unless you're on Fairfax and you walk past the Dime, but the Dime's only open at night. So
also,
like,
I noticed not a lot of like rooftops and outdoor shit. Like regular.
well, since
outdoor
COVID,
shit.
they do have that in LA. But like, think about it. The concept of a rooftop here is so that you can on a nice day get sun.
breeze
Yeah.
and sun.
LA is always nice. So like, they don't like if you want outside.
They
hot-
spoiled out there.
Yeah, if you,
Yeah.
they go to the hills for shit like that.
Gotcha.
So or they go to Malibu so they can see the water.
Yeah, because I remember we went to we popped into Venice. We went down to Venice Beach for a little bit, and it was like it's one little hotel rooftop bar or whatever. And like the whole hurrah about it was the one rooftop bar in Venice.
the whole.
Like,
because that's not their shit.
I mean, I get it, but again, spoiled. Being from here, I would just think like we do it because for a couple months it's gonna be nice out. And
like the
niggas wanna be
concept of a
outside.
rooftop is so you can get sun, and they
also,
get sun everywhere. And in New York, that's why
we got like cityscape, so the view is different too. Like I don't know really. I mean, I'm sure they got cityscape too, but it's not the same like a city looking.
In New York, there's like downtown.
You can see the monument from rooftops, and you can see we got things to look at.
Downtown LA is actually kind of a ghost town. Like people don't hang. Like there's spots in downtown for sure. There's spots, but people are normally in West Hollywood or Beverly Hills or Malibu or what, from my experience at least, or the hills and shit like that. So like. You don't see like downtown is very like the hotels downtown. Like when I used your joint downtown, all of them there was like mad fucking Marriotts out there. They were just cheap as fucking downtown. But like West Hollywood and Beverly Hills, not so much. So like that's not like I don't know. Downtown has a weird energy to it, but West Hollywood is more like it's nice. And like the concept of a rooftop is to get sun. So in New York, that's why there's so many. Because if you're on the ground in New York, you're not getting any sun.
Yeah.
So if you go to I think recently Mr. Purple or whatever,
and the forever overcast is crazy.
Yeah, like all the hotels and all the spots in New York have rooftops because you get a crazy view, and if there is some sun, you're gonna get some sun. So like every city has their concept, but that's
what the sun feels like.
Like literally,
literally.
like you like damn, bro. I ain't had no sun in 4 days. Shit.
4 months.
Yeah, you just out there just depressed as hell. I'm getting lighter by the day.
Haven't seen the sun in forever.
Day 27.
Let's see, what else do we do better than these motherfuckers? I don't want to say better, but I would just like to point out just the general black...
we hoop better.
I mean, I already told you, don't even get me started
something
with
in the
hoopers,
water.
dog.
Huh?
Oh.
Yeah, don't even get me
all
started.
All the hoopers from here.
Oh.
There was a whole documentary about it.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't watch it, as we can see.
Yeah,
there's a lot of basketball players from here.
We produce a lot of basketball players.
I didn't know that, but you know what? That makes sense.
It's like
I
Florida.
know a lot
it's
of
like
hoopers.
Florida. It's like
real
Florida
hoopers.
and football players. Like
yeah,
Florida be having all the receivers and cornerbacks and fucking.
They just be eating
running
that shit
backs
for some reason.
Yeah. It just pop out.
I don't know. I don't know if this is true, but they said that them niggas. They said them niggas be doing the like in certain parts. They said the niggas be like chasing frogs in the swamps and shit.
I mean, shit. You got time.
I was about to say
in swamps.
Sounds like a way to get fast and strong to me.
I don't. There was one particular player, I forgot who it was, but there was like a Sports Center thing on him, and they were talking about how growing up he would do that, and it made him quicker and like
chase frogs. Yeah,
I forgot
Florida
who it was.
Texas. They also start football younger in the South than they do up here.
That makes sense.
And then we do the opposite. Well, not now. It's not so much like that because like now, whatever, just AAU, play the sport you want to play.
Yeah.
But for a very long time, the South would start kids playing football at a young age, and we would play basketball from like the rip.
Yeah.
So by the time you get to high school, you've been playing basketball for damn near 13 years type shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be by the time everybody else comes, you going to college and whatnot. Like the game is easy to me, and y'all just kind of learn how to play.
Yeah.
So you got like the Durants, Ty Lawson, Steve Francis, who I just saw in the city the other day, man. Looking good.
Really?
Shout out to Steve Francis. But yeah.
Yeah, matter of fact, Markel Fultz was #1 pick, 4 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
We just had, what's it called? Kills. I forgot his first name. He just what's it called? Committed to Duke, unfortunately.
Big Mike Beasley.
I fucking hate Duke.
Kansas State's finest.
Hey, that nigga, he a hooper though, but that nigga crazy. He a hooper.
Nah, that's the kill. Because he is probably the most talented, goofy nigga I've ever
Oladipo went to
seen.
DeMatha. Who else? There's a million of hoopers here from here. Shit, the best player on that fucking Last Chance U joint from here. I just saw him the other day. I literally saw him walking down the street the other day.
Yeah, Joe Hampton, you feel me?
I went to the entrepreneur Abu's pop up by Navy Yard, and I literally bought a shirt and was walking out, and he was walking past, and I was like, I literally finished the show 2 days before that, and I was like,
that's Joe.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
Look at Joe being great.
He had on his Long Beach sweatsuit and shit. I was like, my man, look at you.
That's the one thing that we don't do well. I will say that.
What?
The schools around here, the colleges, they do not recruit.
Bruh, Maryland don't.
Yeah.
Bruh, if at one point Maryland could have had Revis Vasquez, KD. Who else was on KD's team? There was like 4 niggas that like all D1, parental D1 players.
Maryland just be
and they just like, yeah, we just gonna go with Rivas Vasquez. It was like Vasquez was a hooper, but it was like you just skipped over mad niggas. Like, and this nigga went to Texas.
Bruh, KD was down the street.
Texas.
At fucking Berry Farms having a blast.
Yeah. This
and
nigga
was like, yeah, not you though.
Rivas Vasquez.
He's how tall are you? 7 feet, you say? You can shoot the 3 and dribble and play in the post?
That's cool. We just gonna go for
Don't worry about it.
We gonna go to the menace Hispanic nigga.
We're looking for the next Steve Blake, actually.
Yeah. I mean, Steve Blake was a hooper though.
Steve Blake was a hooper, but he's no KD. You feel me? That's all.
But he Princess Anne County finest. Like I think that's a UMES, right? Like Eastern Shore. Yeah, he's like Eastern Shore's finest.
But yeah, man, like
Raymond Felton from here.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you and also Yoko, I guess, because both of y'all have done a lot of traveling as well. When you go to like other places outside like the major black cities like Houston, Atlanta, blah blah blah, like just the other cities around town, like you can also see like there's usually pockets of like black people where like, nah, it's good over here. This where we hang out. This where we have fun. Like here, I just feel like the blackness is full. The black excellence is full. You feel me? It's a lot of us. Like it's a lot of white people, but the white people more so have their pockets than us trying to be in pockets where white people are.
Two different.
Yeah, it's like pockets. You know where you can go, where you can be just around us, but also just when you out and about, you gonna run into a lot of black people. In a lot of cities, like you can be out and not see somebody for a while, or you only see them in like certain environments, like they might be working. You're not really gonna see them on the block. Like here, like nah, niggas are behind the bar, niggas are at the bar, they at the seats, they own the spot. You feel me? And I like that about this area as well.
That's why I fuck with the wine bar, because it's black owned, and like he'll come out and talk to you.
Kicking it and whatnot. You just be chilling with like a nigga that you just think like an OG or whatever, and then he'd be like, yeah man, you know,
I own
you like, what do you do? He's like, oh no, I just own the spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just down here just kicking it.
Yeah, I fuck with
like,
that.
I like that. Because it gives you somebody to look to in your city that looks like you and be like, oh shit, if I want to come down here and I want to own some shit on our prominent block, you feel me? It's very good.
I also love like I love what 9th Street has become. Mm-hmm. Where it's like the East African block, 2 blocks of bars. And it's like, I think that is something that, because DC is one of the highest concentrated areas of East African people.
Very much.
Like, I love that we got a block where people who aren't East African are going to go give their money to these East African families. I love that shit. Like, I fucking love it. Because that's something that's not as talked about. Like, we have a huge East African community. We have restaurants and all that stuff. We have artists and all that. But for there to be a pocket of bars, its own bar strip becoming its own defined area, and now that becoming the hotbed of U Street, owned by East African people, that shit is fire to me. I fuck with that. So, like, what's it called? 1942, Right Spot. What is it? Empire.
Oh, Right Spot sure is East African.
That whole pretty much you got it's like a requirement on that block. Like you can't
Eritrea, Ethiopia.
I think there's
Secret. What's the other joints over there? Mirror.
Po' Boys just closed, and I think somebody's about to buy that spot.
Yeah, too. Mirror's over there. Secret's over there. Right Spot. 1942. Like all those spots are just.
Got a lot of memories at Right Spot.
Do you?
I do. Some I would like to forget. Some that I would never want to forget.
That's where we're going today.
Right spot? Y'all want to be a right spot today? About to hit the block? All right.
You gonna come on lunch? You come on break?
Yeah, I got you. I'm down there.
What's up?
But I hate y'all so much. But yeah, dog, like just that level of just like blackness on our, like Atlanta has like their Black Hollywood. Like that's them. Like if you're a star, you're an artist, Atlanta is where you go.
Fucking Lenox Mall or whatever. You walking around the mall, you're just gonna bump
into motherfuckers. Yeah. But I feel like
and people trying to test your chain to see if it's real.
Bruh, that shit be wild.
I ain't gonna hold you. If
I
would be like, if you don't get the fuck away from me,
you don't fucking back
let me test your chain. I will punch you, bro. You holding a sharp object towards me.
At least half of y'all know these chains is fake. You really gonna let this man put you on video and expose your shit? It's not coming on, brother.
Bro, it was.
It's not coming on.
It was $300, bro. There's no way you pass. Come
on, man. But yeah, dog. Like you can run into and bump into like stars and people that are in the entertainment industry here, but also you can bump into regular black people who are just
doing
affluent
that shit.
And just chilling.
I love that,
and that's what I like about all three, like DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Like it's very much. We just here honestly just having a blast, making money and just kicking it.
Honestly, growing up, I feel like I was raised in kind of shelter, like in this bubble, because growing up, all black. I didn't know anything other than black. I literally, when I was a kid, thought that white was the minority. That's how little I saw white people. Maybe like one in the class or something. But I've always saw a wide range of black folk. Like usually in other places, I feel like we're not as fortunate as here to see a wide range of black folk outside of the television or something like that. But like my doctors have always been black. I went to school with millionaires and shit, and I've also went to school with Section 8 kid, and we all going to school together. You know, so like you can see the black possibility is endless. You know, so I feel blessed, honestly, to have grown up in this area to see black people just
and we're more understanding to other cultures that way, because like Prince George's County specifically being even like West African, like a lot of West African people are here, and like we all grew up and had a friend that was Nigerian or Ghanaian or Cameroonian, whatever. We knew someone like in high school, especially once you got to high school, you started to see like everyone coming into who they are, and you're like, oh, you're like, this is someone that might be one generation away from Africa, you know, and like us being able to see that, and like especially now, and I've noticed that like as you get older, people are more comfortable with where they're from and all that, and then it's beautiful to see them like kind of spread their wings and show like, I am proud of being Nigerian, I'm proud of being, and like in this area we have a lot of that, and like that shit is fire. Like on the East African community being as popular as it is here and as dense as it is here, and then the West African community and the Caribbean and all that stuff, and it's like we grew up around all that shit.
Yeah. And also like,
and then the Hispanic people, Asian people, like Asian culture here, like everywhere. So
that's another thing that I think we had here as well. Like when you grow up, because all those cultures are here, and it's usually like you said, it's like one generation away. Like you really get to see people's culture just because it's like the homie.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's not something that
like Efren was just.
Yeah, you don't gotta like go try to seek culture. Like you just be with the homies and they be like, hey man, yeah, come over, we're having dinner tonight, and it just
I still don't know what the fuck Jovan mom used to be cooking, but that shit was crazy. Like, and then Jovan's like
Filipino, right?
Yeah. But his like, and like anytime they had family gatherings, his mom would cook a full spread.
Yeah.
And like me, Steve, AJ, E, we all go over their crib, and we're like, Jovan had nothing but black friends because he lived in a neighborhood full of black people, so we would be over there, and his mom would be so excited to cook for us so we can understand their culture.
My best friend in high school was Thai, and her mother, like straight from Thailand.
Cool.
And I used to go over her house, and her mother used to cook, but I guess she thought that because I was black that I wouldn't like all the things, and so she was like taking stuff off my plate, like shit out, like eggs and like squid shit. I'm like, put that shit back on. She was like, you like this? She was like, you like this? And then every time I come over, I'll cook for you.
They be excited.
You eat. Yeah, I'd be like, I do eat.
And I saw
you right.
I do eat. Remember Jeremy we used to hoop with at OVA? So I saw Jeremy the other day when Scooty had his like soft opening, the Jameson or the Don Julio event. I saw Jeremy, right? And Jeremy was like turned up, and he was like, what's up, man? He's like telling everybody, bro, this is my honorary Filipino brother. And I'm like, they always do that to me because I grew up with them. And and they be like, what are you talking about? I'm like, bro, they literally consider me family. Like I'm not fucking Filipino, but like this I mean, they're my family members.
You give a little Filipino vibe.
I literally call his mom. I call his dad. His dad used to scare the shit out of me growing up, by the way. Yeah, his dad is terrifying. He doesn't talk.
He just like looks at you.
He'll be like, I'll be like riding my 4-wheeler by the house, and I'll stop and say what's up to like Javon's niece and nephew, and he'll be at the door like, I'll be like, hey yo, pops, you gotta calm down, bro. Like you gotta stop it. And then his uncle lives 2 doors down from my grandparents, and so like I've known them, their whole family, my whole life. So like they literally consider me family.
Yeah, like everyone else's minority, I guess, is like our majority here, and we all just kind of melt here.
Yeah, until like you get to Charles County.
We just all get.
And that's crazy.
That it gets a little nutty.
A little crazy out
but
there.
Yeah, bro. Like even the other day, like I was trying to go out with my mother, and I ended up like out, like in like La Plata, and I'm just mad Caucasian
different.
people, and I'm just like,
yes, Caucasian.
Yeah, actually, let me get
nobody got their windows tinted on their cars. Bro, you ever noticed that?
I don't have my windows.
When you go. Yeah, but you're a minority in that regard out here. But bro, when you go like deep out there, everybody fishbowl, and I'm
big
like
fish bowls. Nah, see me, Slim.
I don't want them to see me. Well, they know I got my shit tinted. They like,
See
oh,
me,
this
Slim.
that's
Nigger
a
in there.
nigga. That's a nigga.
Goddamn nigger in there.
They all fishbowl looking at each
It
other
was
and
in
shit.
there.
Like, what are y'all all clear?
Who's in that goddamn? But yeah, man. Look, bro. I've had conversations with people that have talked about the area and just like how a lot of people that are from here like kind of stay here, and it's like you guys don't want to see anything else. Like, of course you want to travel, we want to see all these other places, but like when you are actually from here, you can kind of stay here and be cool.
Yeah.
Like all of your cities do offer a different perspective and a different culture, etc., etc. But also this place changes often, and usually for the better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and even when people try to change it for the worse, to like our don't mute DC, like nah, we do this here. Like the whites came in and said, you guys are playing the music a little loud. Guys, we're going to play it louder.
Right, exactly. You came here.
This is our city.
Exactly.
Yeah, nah, we're not going to do that. And don't even get me started on go-go music, because you already know the vibe.
Do you think go-go music can
one of the greatest live music experiences you will ever experience.
Yeah, it's an experience. Do you think that it's a possibility that it could ever be not necessarily mainstream, but like something that, like, you know how New Orleans got, what is it, bounce where it's their shit but it's accepted by, you know, the country, or
I don't think that
how club music and house music and shit.
I don't think that it'll sound the same across. I think that people will take people already do. They take little pieces of go-go and put it in their record. Right. So like you'll hear,
but I'll hear like old school pockets and shit, right? But I'll hear like Chuck Brown type sound, versus.
I think that's the most that they would take, because
that's what I'm saying. Like because there's two different go-go sounds. It's like old school and new school.
Well, we've seen the new school in Telephone Calls by A$AP Rocky, to walk leash walk. Oh, okay. Walk, leash. That's literally a bounce beat, and so like I think people it'll happen. It won't be as highly like commercial as bounce music has become.
Is. That's why I fuck with it so much.
Because New Orleans bounce is like New Orleans bounce is like an ass shaking type thing.
Yeah.
And like that's why it was able to be used and translated that way, and it's still a novelty. Yeah. And I think that go-go will forever have like one thing, and like Beyonce using it in certain records, and Jill Scott using it, and Chris Brown using it, and it'll pop up every now and then, and the artists that use it know and they respect it.
Right.
But it's not gonna ever be like this is the current sound. Like New Orleans bounce became the sound for a second.
Yeah.
I don't know if go-go has progressed. Someone's gonna have to tweak the go-go sound here to make it more like Wale is gonna always use it. He played a go-go record for us when we was in LA, and that shit was like, this is really good. It's not gonna be a single. It might end up on his album. People gonna love the record, but it's not gonna be like, this is it. It's gonna take for someone like Drake to force it.
Gotta go get everybody.
Yeah,
it's gonna take for someone like Drake to force it. You know, he loved going
and say this is go-go and not just.
No, he loved going and stealing sounds.
No, I mean, yeah.
Well, also, I think like
I have no more.
Go-go specifically is like I said, it's like one of the best live music experiences that you'll get. I think because it's such.
It is a live. Music.
It's heavy on the live music aspect. You can put it in records and you can sell go-go CDs, but even when we were buying go-go CDs, we were buying them to be like, oh shit, I can't wait to go to the go-go.
And it's the variables. You need the variables.
And the CDs you would buy would be live recordings. It's live regardless.
It's the feel of being in the go-go, the people you see in the go-go, like it's the entire go-go vibe. That's why I don't think it'll ever become like a big, like certain places do, like Philly does go-go's. Yeah. Some couple of other places up north do go-go.
Didn't they just do a go-go out Cali like last week, didn't they?
Yeah, Mochella.
Yeah, they did Mochella.
But I think even when I've noticed like for instance at festivals here, and Malcolm will drop a go-go record, people aren't actually listening to the go-go song. It's a feeling in a moment. Because we prefer to hear it live.
Yeah.
Playing a go-go song in a club doesn't have the same feeling as the band playing, but because it doesn't, it's a subgenre of music technically, or a genre that's not as glorified in the commercial realm and shit. When we hear it, it puts us in a place, and then we like now we don't. He could turn the shit off, and we still gonna sing it. Like we still gonna be wilding, so it's literally, and we've literally done that. Like Malcolm will cut the record.
Dog, you always know what a nigga's listening to.
Yeah,
headphones
So like it's a feeling, but I think that, like I said, it's gonna take for someone that's like as powerful as a Drake or a Kendrick to do that,
to really make it like,
and
okay, this is cool.
And like I hate to say, Wale doesn't have that type of rapport with his fan base, and his fan base isn't as viral enough. Like the Drake fans are fucking crazy. Like he does anything and they're gonna ride for it.
It's the greatest thing ever.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's why it's gonna take for something like that.
But then if he does it, then he invented go-go, and that's why I kind of don't want it to become.
And
like a
I've
great
always
thing.
had that weird, like I want it to do everything because it's everything for us.
I just want us to do, like, for example, I want us to do what they just did in LA. Like, I want us to do go-go's in your city. I don't want.
But I
other
will say
cities
the
to
Mochella
do
shit,
go-go.
right?
From the videos I saw, I guarantee you that Mochella shit has opened some eyes.
It looked lit.
It definitely looked lit. It looked unsafe, but it looked lit.
It did look a little unsafe, but
yeah, I would.
I'm sure it was a good time.
If go-go is going to become like a national thing that everybody wants to hear, I want our go-go bands to go to your city and make it hot. Like, no, y'all bring us here. I don't want y'all
To start doing go-go and shit.
I don't want
now.
y'all
I do enjoy educating people.
LA go-go bands.
Educating people out of the country on go-go is always fun to me. Like, I remember we were in London and some of our friends were there they didn't know what go-go was, had no fucking clue.
Not. Yeah.
And so, like, you know, the room has a speaker in it. So we, like, connect to the speaker and I'm, like, playing go-go records and we're talking about it. And it was, like, me, Link, and, like, a couple of our homies. And we were just, like, explaining to them what these songs meant to us, when they came out, how we felt, what part of life we were in when this happened. And, like, yeah, remember 07 when this blah, blah, blah. And then like, this was the lead mic for this band. Like, we were talking about that. And they were so, like, amazed that it was a whole subculture.
Yeah, it's a culture, right?
That they had never heard of. Like, they know about DC music artists, but they had never heard of this genre of music. They were like, what the fuck is this? And so, like, that is why it is something that I would love to become. Like, if Drake came and did it, I would love it because then they would be educated in that way.
Right.
But then some people in the world would be like, oh yeah, Drake has this percussion sound,
right?
And I would be
40
like,
just
hey,
made
yo.
this wonderful new
and then
percussion beat.
I've never heard this.
Then I'm gonna be in fucking Australia. Somebody said, I'm like, yeah, square up.
Run my 60 real quick.
Yeah. It's gonna be quick though. Just
y'all
square
got me fucked
square
up.
up. Because
Y'all definitely
I'm
got
like
me
4
fucked
drinks in. I'm emotional now.
I'm emotional.
You just made me emotional.
I'm
Square
emotional.
up. Square up.
I'm emotional now.
Square up.
But yeah, man, moral of the story, dog.
It's DC over everybody.
It's DC
DMV over everybody.
I'm not saying.
Look, I love my other markets. I love my friends in other markets. Not every
It's
city has their culture, man.
DMV over everybody.
I mean, yeah, of course I'm gonna stand on that hill, but
Everybody.
this ain't a bashing situation.
No. This definitely isn't. This isn't war.
I'm
by any means, unless we're talking brunch.
Especially in music, because right now LA the hottest right now.
If we talking brunch, it's war. But
LA the hottest scene right now.
I'm just saying.
Or Cali.
I don't think that we're the best. I just think that we're better than everybody else.
I mean, yeah.
You feel me? And if you believe that your city is
man.
better than this one,
The women here are definitely better than everybody.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. You are, but I'm not going to say that. And you're entitled to your opinion. Your wrong opinion.
I do want for, like, you know how, like, the lens of everyone else of what an American is?
Mm-hmm.
I want them to take the fucking magnifying glass off of Atlanta.
Okay, yes.
Because I want them to just take it off of Atlanta. All they see is, especially with our women, all they see is the Fashion Nova fits and shit, and the women that are in Atlanta that are just like, and like, I'm sure there's people that love that,
Big
but
old
that ain't my
country
shit.
booties.
Because, like, I'll talk to
Big
my
old.
friends and they be like, y'all women always, they wear this and this and this. I'm like, bro, that you're describing an Atlanta woman. That's not what we do. There's women in America that will bust your ass with a fit. Like, they can get it off.
Will they?
But
Lord.
when you looking at the women who are all pinned up with a bodysuit and some designer heels and a designer bag to match it, and that's the only fit they got, that's not what we. That's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's women that can put that shit on, and you gotta take the magnifying glass off of Atlanta and look at the whole country because they can do it. And America's the only country with every climate. I was literally.
You said America. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
I think America's. Right. I don't like. I could
we
be
got
wrong.
desert. We got blizzard area, mountains.
Alaska.
We
You
got
can go to Hawaii.
Tropical. We got arid. We
Florida.
got plains.
You got desert. You got fucking New York. You want the cold
Rivers
shit,
and shit.
You want foggy ass Seattle. What you want? Like
foggy ass.
You want country ass Alabama and fucking Mississippi.
We do got
and shit.
all of it.
You want Bayou? Go to New Orleans. You
don't have to leave.
The Wild Western? Go to fucking Texas. Like, you literally can get any climate here.
That's true.
You can vacation in any climate in America if you choose not to leave the country.
Absolutely. Sure, you can go to Hawaii.
That's what I'm saying.
It's America.
It is. It is.
But if you're going to go anywhere.
Isn't Puerto Rico still a U.S.
That's
dependent?
a U.S. territory. Mm-hmm.
Bring your black ass to the DMV because we just
Bahamas is too.
We just happen to do it better.
Isn't Bahamas a U.S. territory?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The Virgin Islands is U.S.
Yeah, Virgin Islands.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't think
because back in when I was a kid, you didn't need a passport to go to Bahamas when I was a kid.
Got you.
You just need your birth certificate to prove that you were a U.S. citizen.
Times have changed.
Yeah.
Haven't they?
Yeah, guys. I don't know if I ain't got no women's this
That's
week.
crazy about you. You guys got anything about the DMV being great before we get out of here? I think we touched it all. Our brunch is better than all of y'all's. We have an amazing bar scene.
Obama lived here once.
Our art scene is amazing. Obama left cold ass Chicago to come kick it with us for 8 years. Chicago.
Kanye dad from here.
Kanye's pops is from here. Kanye learned to dress from here. I don't know how you feel about his fashion, but take it how you want.
Well, clearly people like it.
Our hoopers are better. Cali, the coast, has a lot of great hoopers, but just per capita, you know what I'm saying? We got hoopers here. Don't play and don't act like you don't know. You feel me? All right, guys, let's do a support a sister, and then Ann will tell us what to listen to this week, and we'll get the fuck out of here. Oh, my support a sister this week. The homie is coming back to Maryland to start doing tattoos. So if you are in the DMV and you want to get your ink, the homie Gabby is going to be working back in Maryland. So you can follow her at sunflower.com, 2M. So her Instagram is svnflwr.comm. So if you guys want to get some tattoos done by the great Gabrielle, you know what I'm saying, holla back. She got you. Guys?
You said holla back. I got triggered.
Oh, my bad. You had it ready to go?
That's crazy.
Sir?
What you got for us, auntie?
I got Jamia Lakita. She is a hairstylist from the DMV. Her hair page is Styled by Jamia. So Styled by Jamia. Jamia spelled Jamia. Her Instagram is jamia.lakita. jamia.lakita. Shout out Jamia.
Hey, shout out Jamia. Oh, she got a couple girls with some real nice looks on this joint. You feel me? Trying to get you some faux locks, huh?
Yeah, I had them. You know,
Some faux locks, my nigga.
Yeah.
Okay.
She got some little style on these.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna be shouting out all the black women because you know we are amazing, you know. So yeah.
Good move. I respect it. I'm supporting all
my
sisters. I respect it. Yo, and what we listening to this week, big dog?
Let's see. Okay, what dropped this week? I finally listened to the Shelly Drum project.
Okay.
It's solid. Let's see what else. The Jack James project. I had already shouted it out, but I listened to it again, and it's incredible.
Fucking with it?
It's fucking incredible.
I listened to it the other day when you told me.
Like, I actually don't know what my favorite song is now. Like, when I first heard it, Getaway was my favorite record. When I first heard it, Basement was my favorite record. Then I liked Getaway. Now I really love the first record, What You Want. Like, so I don't know. Like, it's...
Every song is growing on you every day?
I don't know. The project's very good. He's a London guy. Fire. I got Al Hostel dropped. Homegrown.
Good project, man.
He definitely shocked people because he obviously went from rapper to singer, so that was a change of pace for him and for other people. I'm very excited for what he does going forward. Like, sticking to this genre and shying away from getting away from his typical rapping.
Man, Can't Sleep on that jump. Yes, sir.
I fuck with something more. What
My man Al did what he had to do on.
Something real.
I sent that right to Shorty. Like, Lil
TJ dropped. I haven't listened to it yet, but I've heard good reviews. And actually, LA is actually doing background vocals on one of the record.
Okay.
I forgot which record it is. I want to say it was like late in the project. He posted it, but LA has he co-wrote and did background vocals on it. And Tiana Major dropped a record with Vince Staples.
Sweet deal.
So,
New music for your head top, people. All right, guys, y'all got anything for the people? Y'all ready to go?
Yeah,
All right.
About to go. I don't know. Find a brunch spot.
I mean, it's gonna be pretty easy now. Even in the pandemic, we still brunch better than you motherfuckers.
Hey, man.
I'm fucking tired.
Sick
and tired of the disrespect.
Oh, and like, I don't know if there's any new developments on the DMX thing, but like, hopefully he pulls through and shit.
Oh yeah, prayers for DMX.
Something's wrong with DMX.
He is in critical condition.
He overdosed last
night. Yeah. So prayers up for DMX as
we
well.
No.
Hopefully by the time you guys hear this on Monday, he will be doing better.
Yeah, they
than
were saying
he
there's
is
like
today.
little to no brain activity.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not looking good for our guy. So
and like he been through a lot. So like I hope he pulls through.
Yeah.
for sure.
That's been that's one of the heartthrobs of rap. Like of his generation, he's one of like the
For real. Like
dope
he had an
folks.
era.
and like I was never like a crazy DMX fan, but I was a crazy DMX supporter. If
Right.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like him being such a
He's a real
pulse
he's one of the
our-
realest
yeah.
niggas
He was
What-
such a
that I've
pulse
ever seen
that
in rap for sure.
yeah.
I seen what was it when they did Woodstock for the second time in like the 90s or something? When was the
Yeah, that shit
Woodstock?
looked like he was performing from the whole
Yeah,
world. That shit was
man.
crazy.
Like when I say
No
I
shirt,
had never
suspender
seen no
up.
shit like that with DMX, like as far as you can look was just a sea
Yeah.
of people. Like that's gotta be crazy.
Like I kind of got my rap taste from my father. My father listened to DMX. Like I probably have his albums and shit upstairs, but like I was never like a huge DMX fan. But
Right.
like when DMX came on, I enjoyed it
Right.
and like I understood
Exactly.
the passion that he represented. So hopefully he pulls through. 'Cause
Yeah, man.
that would really suck otherwise.
Oh,
He's only 50, bro. That shit.
yeah, that's crazy.
And he just like tried to get his life back together. So
That's what I was hearing. He got like
he got out of jail and then like trying to clean himself up and all that. So
man, life, man. Yeah, I hope he do all right.
yeah, that sucks.
Well,
This nigga gonna walk away
he
when we
just
about
gonna
to
walk.
close
That's what I'm
up.
saying. Of all the times to
Yes.
walk away,
Yeah.
you gotta. Yeah, well,
Incredible timing, B.
I like your do rag. It's silver.
I forgot what color I was wearing.
It's very silvery.
I'd be forgetting. I just literally go in the drawer and grab one.
Well, I mean, seems like you
I did not do that on purpose.
okay.
It just happens.
kind of on
I
purpose.
literally go in the drawer and just grab a
Is it
do-rag.
silver on you?
I'm just wearing white socks.
Are you talking about all black?
I thought, yeah, his Nike said was silver.
Oh.
I literally just grab a do-rag. The color changes. Sometimes it stays the same. And I just grab one.
The do-rag done dot over here.
Yeah. I
Also,
like that emerald green one you have. That's like, I don't know, it does something to my eyes.
I fuck with that one
The
too.
velvet one, yeah.
Big-
that
you
shit
know
is
what I'm
lit.
saying?
Tiff has started a trend. Apparently now all of my gifts are going to be do-rags.
People have gotten you do rags.
I've gotten do-rags.
Oh,
as
but you
gifts
can't.
now.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna top my shit. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
that is true. They weren't quite the monogram do-rag, but I did get.
I
some
got
do-rags.
given hell. I wore that do-rag out. Niggas was like, oh, this nigga got his name on his shit. What the fuck? And I was like, y'all need to relax. I need y'all to calm down.
Who does this man think he is?
I was like,
with
y'all
his
need to calm
name on
down.
his
Y'all out of
do-rag.
pocket.
But yeah, man, this has been episode 41 of the GPP, the Jim Papi podcast. You guys on Monday.
41.
41, yeah.
Damn, we
Shout
only
out-
got 10 more.
Shout out Lil
9
Nah.
more episodes into the big 50.
To the big 50.
Shout out Lil Nah. He from 41.
Oh,
Cap
9
Lights.
41. Got it. Shout out Lil 9. Shout out Al Hostel. Shout out Ari Lennox. You know, call me. He looked great this week. Anybody
When
that
she gets
wants,
back? Oh, well, I'm going to tell you something when we get done.
Anybody
It's
that
gonna
wants
fry
to
you.
do brunch wars, I don't care what city or state you're from. Feel free to DM me. Like I said, I will fly to you. You fly to me. We will do brunch back and forth, little Sunday fun day, and I guarantee you, you don't want to fuck with it.
This nigga said DM me.
Yeah, DM me. What else they gonna do? They gonna call me? They gonna send me
I'm
a
just
smoke?
triggered because Malcolm told niggas to DM me.
Oh. Anyway, we will see you guys each and every Monday. You feel me? I want you guys to stay black, stay beautiful, stay safe, stay dangerous, and stop talking about my motherfucking area. DMV versus everybody. Holla back, youngin'.
Whoop, whoop.